Hi all, this is the continuation of this week's One Main Thing. I have to apologize for the issues with my camera equipment. We got that figured out, so obviously now we're going to be able to finish up this week's One Main Thing. And I believe where we left off was discussing the poster and the actual verbal presentation. We talked about you guys selecting your topic and finding a review article that obviously discusses that topic. We talked about you creating a 2-page synopsis and an outline, and now we're going to talk about sort of the finished product. Before we go much further, we need to talk about the actual presentation. And what it will essentially be is 10 minutes of you presenting on your topic, verbally, obviously, and you're going to record that, whether it be either with a webcam or if you have a camcorder, or you could use your iPhone or an iPad. You can make a recording, 10-minute recording of yourself presenting on your topic, okay? And when you do that, you're actually going to have your poster displayed behind you. So we're trying to simulate here a professional conference. And at a professional conference, there are very frequently poster presentations. And what that means is the presenter stands in front of their poster just off to the side, and they then present a verbal presentation of a certain length, and they refer to their poster, which is typically behind them or right next to them, right, as they're making this presentation. And you will do that as well. So just to be clear, the poster is not the presentation. The poster is a visual aid which supports you, the presenter. Okay, so that's very, very important. Now on December 14th, both a PDF of your poster will be due to me and also that 10-minute recording. Okay, so those two things will be due to me on December 14th. And in that 10-minute recording, you are presenting verbally, obviously to the camera, to the audience, which in this case is me, while referring to your poster. That being said, organizing your poster in an efficient way is important. Most frequently at conferences, you will see poster sections, introduction, methods, results, conclusions, and on a few of the examples I presented my former presentations, that's what I have. But those headings are really only for original research when you conduct an experiment and collect data. This, what you'll be doing for this class, is a presentation on a topic, a review presentation. And so the headings, as indicated in the PowerPoint, which I've posted online, are not intro, methods, results, conclusion, obviously since you're not collecting data. Instead, your headings will be background information, overview, conclusions, and practical applications. So those 4 sections are very important. The overview is going to make up the bulk of your poster. That's the biggest section. The background section is what introduces your topic. And by the end of the background section, you should have captured my attention, right? Typically, you start more general with background information and build towards your specific topic, which then takes you into the overview. The overview will be your main points. It's where it's the meat and potatoes of your presentation, okay? And I think if you were to select 4 or 5 main points from your review article and maybe one other one from your original articles, that constitutes the subsections within the overview section. I mean, that's it. Those are your main points. Then obviously you have your conclusion section, which would be probably 2 or 3 sentences. If a person had 2 seconds to look at your poster, what would you want them to take away? And then your practical application section is your final section, and that could be future research investigations, clinical implications, community and public health initiatives, parents, coaches, whatever you think is important to then apply the information. In other words, you've presented on this great information now. How do we translate it into actually helping people and making a difference? That's your practical application section, okay? So that's how you organize your poster. But bear in mind that too many words on a poster is death to the poster. I think I've already mentioned that previously. So don't have too many words on there. In fact, the one example I gave you just says example poster. That's a student that's made a poster for the same assignment and in a previous class of mine, and they almost have too many words on there. Diagrams and tables and figures are huge. They're so important, okay? And you can refer to those as you're presenting. If you're presenting to the audience and you're referring back to your poster, you're showing something, a trend or something to that nature, okay? But make no mistake, you present, the verbal presentation, and please use your outline as you're doing that to help you. I mean, don't hold your outline in front of you, but using your outline as sort of a basis for creating what are you going to say, how are you going to say it. Students frequently ask, can I use note cards? Yes, you can use note cards, but note cards can be a crutch because when you get stressed or nervous, you look down at your cards a lot. And instead of looking at the camera, the camera for this assignment, the audience, you're looking down at the cards, and it really is noticeable. So try not to use cards too much if you do decide to use them, okay? So that's what you'll do. You'll record your presentation, which should be about 10 minutes in length, give or take a minute, plus minus, and then you will upload that to a YouTube channel, which I will provide the information to you for, okay? So that's going to be how you turn in this assignment. It will not be turned in, on Web Campus, at least not yet. I've built the YouTube channel, and so I'll give you guys that information so that you guys can submit there. But if there are problems, we can submit on Web Campus too. There are ways to do that, obviously, but I think we're just going to do it through the YouTube channel. Unless I say otherwise, that's the plan, and I'll provide that information to you guys, okay? So that's the basis. You've got your topic and your review article, which you have to find and get to me in the next week, okay? And then you need to write your synopsis and your outline papers, which shouldn't take too long for you guys to do, especially, as I mentioned, if you've read your articles and you've made notes and you know that inside and out, that should be very easy for you to do, okay? And then you're going to create your poster, which should accompany your verbal presentation, bearing in mind that the poster is not the presentation, it's just a tool, okay? So that concludes our one main thing for this week. As I mentioned, read the info document for the final presentation, which I've posted under the final project folder of week 6. Go through the PowerPoint thoroughly, please. There's tips on there on, obviously, you need to dress professionally and talk professionally, know what you're going to say and when you're going to say it. And some more logistical information will come to you on how you will be able to post the video. And as I mentioned in my course announcement, because this is a fairly heavy topic, we will most likely scale back your requirements for forums and for quizzes in these coming weeks, and I'll let you know about that. Okay? All right. Have a great day, you guys.